All right, guys, welcome to Tejano Time podcast. That's right. It's a Sunday evening, and I've got Mr. Rick the Joker, my co-host, with us here this Sunday. Rick, are you there? He probably can't even hear me because I have his mic muted. Are you there, Rick?
I,
Yeah.
I hear. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I think you might be. You have
Okay,
a
cool. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we're good to go. All right, so let me just add. For the first time, we want to welcome to the show. We were having a little technical difficulties there, but we got through it. All right, it happens. It's Sunday. All right, so we want to
Okay.
welcome to the show for the very first time. As the lovely Kary Karina. Okay, welcome to the show. How are you? And welcome to the Tejano Time podcast.
Hello, good evening. Thank
Good.
you y'all for having me. Happy to be here.
For sure, for sure. It's always an honor to have the artist on the show here. To everybody that's watching right now, share the video as well live here at the Hello Time Podcast, Sundays, 8 p.m. In the evening. And Kary Karina is our special guest today, Kary Karina, and she's doing a lot of great things right now in the industry. I mean, we're talking from collabs to new music. We're waiting on some more videos and stuff and all that good stuff. But anyhow, again, tell me a little bit about, tell the people that are out there watching right now a little bit about yourself and where you're from, how long you've been doing the music thing.
Yeah, so I'm Kary Karina. My name is Karina Castillon. My hometown is Eagle Pass, Texas. Born and raised here. I did live for a time in Laredo, but mostly here in Eagle Pass, Laredo, Texas, right? But yeah, I've been doing this music thing for a while. Something I've joined in because of family.
Hmm.
Most of the stories I hear, family has something to do with it, right? And so yeah, I started off at the age of 15, and ever since been at it. Joined a Tejano band at that age, and often
Wow.
doing shows over the weekends. But I haven't stopped then, and continue trying to chase a dream
Oh
to
yes.
this
Oh,
day.
definitely. I mean, and like you said, you've been doing it, for such a you started at such a young age
Yes.
until now, and you pretty much got some experience. Rick, there you are. We lost you there a moment. Carrie, if you could just adjust your camera just a bit
Is
to
it?
bring you
What do I need
down.
to do?
I think
Bring it
no,
down?
the other way, the other way, the other way.
Up?
There, no, a little right there. Perfect. No, go down. You're good. You're good. Awesome.
Further?
There you are. There you are. If it
Okay.
stays, yeah. So
Okay.
Rick,
My
you're good
phone
to
doesn't
go.
look good, but okay.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
again, that's I don't know if you caught any of that there, Rick. Did you catch
Okay.
any of that? He's not hearing anything.
In and out. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, you can. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So
Sorry.
Yeah,
yes,
we're good. We're good.
we just like I said, we're talking with Kary Karina here in this Sunday evening. A little bit about what was going on with her, how long she's been doing the thing. At a young age, she started. Again, right now you have a lot of you've been having hit after hit pretty much. For the past a couple of years. So
Yeah.
I mean, you just had some great success with
Yes.
that, and you did one late last year, with Gary Hobbs. Que
Yes.
Lastima
Qué
that was a big hit
lástima.
for you.
Yes, yes, yes,
Tell
yes.
me a little bit about how that got started. How did y'all get that going to do the
Well,
collaboration?
qué lástima. There's quite some history with that song. Like I said, since the age of 15, even Todo Este Cariño was also one that's been carrying with me since I was a teenager,
Hmm.
as well as Que Lástima was also, around that time. My cousin wrote that song. His name is Carlos. We know him as Charlie Castillon. It's no longer with us, unfortunately. We lost him some years back, but he was also a big, big part of everything I've been doing throughout my years, right, along with my brother. And Gary and my brother at one time also played with Gary Hobbs. So that's where the connection
Okay.
with Gary Hobbs is. But also here in my hometown, there's so many local talent. And I think amongst all of us at one point or another, we've had some kind of work done, together, and we support one another or whatnot. But so that was the song that my cousin had written, and at the time we had also done a little demo with it. Nothing happened with it. I know some years later Gary Hobbs also recorded it on his own, actually.
Hmm.
But it was a song that was so special to me. It was one of my favorites, that my cousin had written, because he's also written a lot of other a few other successful ones that Gary were quite some good hits as well for Gary.
Mhm.
And so after the success of Todo Este Cariño, sat with my brother and brainstormed a little bit what we wanted to do next. And that song was always one. I was always, que lástima, brother. And how about que lástima, you know?
Yeah.
And we didn't know when. We knew at one time we wanted to do it again, but we didn't know, like, you don't know when's the right time. Like, oh,
Right.
maybe at this point, maybe at that. And then when I mentioned the idea to my brother, I said, how about, we maybe ask Gary? I think it would fit really well to
Yeah.
try to do it like a collaboration. And well, I know, Carlos, looked up to Gary for so long, and worked for many years with him. And my brother reached out to Gary Hobbs, and Gary didn't hesitate at all, buen amigo, and has always shown a lot of cariño for my cousin as well. And so in memory of my cousin, that's why we decided to do that. And all with the help, of course, of the producer, right, Gabriel Zavala, that also helped bring it all together. And them everyone brainstorming and seeing how it
Brainstorming.
can all
Yeah.
tie in, and it worked well. I'm very happy with the end result, and we're happy that it was received so well by the public.
Oh yeah, it did. It did. A lot
Uh-huh.
of, like I said, a lot of the latest, quite a few songs that you have was received
Yes,
from the industry. A lot of
yes,
people out there in the fans and listeners in radio land, should we say? Yes, definitely accepted it very well. Um, and your current one as well that you have right now is
yes,
it's
yes.
climbing. It's
So
doing great.
with okay, what happened is that after Todo Este Cariño, I had already released a few other ones before, but the success of those was nothing compared to what Todo Este Cariño did for us.
Hmm.
And that one did open up a lot more doors, and a lot of people started reaching out, and amongst those were songwriters. And I just kept getting, different music, different songs being sent my way, and that was one that right away just, get really caught my
Yeah.
attention. And so that was, we got we gave it the okay right away.
Stamp of approval, huh?
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Yes, awesome.
Yeah, and it's been good. It's been good. I'm just very happy with what everybody's been doing for us. So
Yes, definitely. I mean, you're on the charts in San Antonio, in the charts here in H Town, and
yeah,
from listeners all over the world. You know what I mean? That's
yes, but
not
you
just
know
here in
what? I
H
do
Town.
have to say that H Town, among my analytics and all the work, as I see it playing around in the different uh, streams, right? The streaming online.
Hmm.
H Town is always number one. So thank
Yeah,
you.
awesome, great
Yeah.
deal. There you
Uh-huh.
go. Now, if they would just come out and support some of the events that we have locally in town, that'd be great too. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
right. I
I
think
mean, I
that
know they love the music, but it's everything has changed so much. To where
so
they just
much. I
everything they
agree.
sit
I
at home.
agree. And you mentioning that, Keith. I tuned into one of your podcasts you were on recently, with the three amigos, I think, right?
Hmm.
And that was something that you mentioned, and it really, stuck with me. About, you mentioned, like, okay, right now I hear it on the radio, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm very grateful for it, of course, the support, the stations that do play our new music from new artists.
Hmm.
Thank you. And but also the DJs when they're out in the events,
Hmm.
that was something and that's something I'm picking up on, that I don't think, me, as I'm speaking for myself, I don't know many other fellow new artists, but that I go to places and I won't there be announcing like, oh, I have a song, to
Right.
like at a quinceañera, a wedding,
Right.
whatever it's at a club, um, but they're not playing that new music.
Right, right. They don't.
They're
No,
not
they don't.
playing,
And
they're not
it's going to get old, and it's going to get old fast going into a club.
yeah,
And I mean, in 10 years, what are you going to be doing? You're still going to be dancing to a song they played in the '90s in 10 years.
yes,
I mean, it's no wonder it doesn't evolve, because you still have the same people coming from then, or
Right.
it's I don't get it. I'm not understanding
yeah.
that. They have to stop what they're doing and give an opportunity to the young, or not just the young artists, but the new music, the new
The new
artists.
music, the
There
new
is a
music,
lot of songs that are danceable. They're just not
yeah.
giving it the opportunity identity. You know, it's the
I
same
agree.
old thing over and over and over. I experience it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's sad, but it's true. But someone really, really has to take their finger out of there. You know what I mean. Bottom line, I mean, from promoters to club owners, the radio stations are already doing it, but
The
nobody wants to,
radio, well,
some, yes,
some, yes.
it's there, but I mean, I'm helping me understand that, Rick. I mean, what do you think?
It's
What
just.
Well,
what are you thinking up there in that corner?
they don't want to know, Keith, because I guess that's why I never get nominated. No, but no, I mean I agree 100%. I agree that the fact that there's a problem. You know what I mean, that we're crying. Oh, here we go, hot topics.
Uh-oh, I know. I think we started too
But
soon with this, right?
am,
Let me get a traguito.
am, wait a minute. Am I still on stage?
Backstage,
But
right?
I haven't kicked
no,
you
I
out yet,
mean,
Rick.
well, my thing is, because again, I'm an old schooler. I mean, I've been doing this, for the last 30, just like you and I both. I mean, I don't want to put an age out there for us, but,
Yeah, yeah.
but, like myself and like you, I mean, we've been doing this for over 30 years, doing
Oh
this.
yeah.
I started like everybody else, the weddings, the quinceañeras, yeah. But
Mhm.
fast forward, again, my argument is, and I've shared this with so many other artists and established artists, is the fact that again, we're crying for growth. We're crying for uh how come, the how come, the whys, and yeah. You know what I'm saying? But in order to get there, we have to be receptive to our new artists, to the
Yeah.
our artists that are out there doing and embracing this genre, and again, young and older artists. But I mean, not the fact that they're new artists, the new voices, they're embracing this genre, and we should be welcoming the artists to the genre because they're embracing the genre of Tejano music. So we should be well receive these artists and embracing them by playing their music, by playing at the events, by playing at the weddings and quinceañeras. I mean, and we're crying that why we're not growing.
Right,
Well,
right.
we're not growing because you're not letting us grow. You
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, like we've shared before, you know, how, I mean, I'm not disrespecting any of our artists, our past artists, the pioneers who
Yeah.
have shaped this industry. But again, what I mean, it's all about the word that constantly gets used out there is, you know, uh, what is it?
Don't
The
say it, Rick.
music has
Don't say it.
evolved. I
Oh
know
yeah, yeah.
What do
the
you
music
mean?
has evolved.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's evolving. It's evolving. The industry is evolving. The artists are evolving. It's like I shared one time with Shelly, and she agreed with me. Was the fact that when I first started listening to the music, back in the day it was called Chicano music.
Right. Yeah.
It was called Chicano music.
Hmm.
It wasn't until I was in the what, like I know I shared with you, it wasn't until the eighth or ninth grade is when the word Tejano was popping. And
Yeah.
I was, at that point, I was like, what's Tejano? You know what I mean? It's since I was a kid, it was always Chicano. But
Oh,
my thing is that every generation, like right now, everybody, everybody wants to put their stamp on on the music, on
Hmm.
their genre, which they should have their own stamp. You know what I mean? Again, like I've always said, you had Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, the Beatles. It's the same music, but it's just that every generation the music was evolving. Every generation the artist was wanting to expand, try something new, fresh.
Yes.
Woo, don't get me started. But
We got plenty of time, Rick. We got plenty of
this is
time.
this is this is Carrie's interview, not mine. No, but
you're
but
doing good.
it's
You're
just
doing good.
but it's my argument. It's I get tired of seeing people crying that why isn't this genre growing? Why haven't we got this far
Right. Yeah.
and X, Y, and Z? Well, hell, you're trying so hard to contain it, and these artists are not supposed to be contained in a box. You know what I mean? they're growing this industry, they're evolving this industry.
Okay, and Rick just we just lost Rick's connection. His phone must be ringing. No, I'm not sure if he's on there, but I'm going to take some quick comments here, Kary. We do have some people here that are tuned in right now from all over as well. We let Rick establish his DSL connection over there. There he is.
You got it? Yeah, I know who pulled the plug. So
Okay, I got. Go ahead, Rick. I'm going to let you pick up where you left off, so that way I won't interrupt that.
No, it's just I know it's probably the industry probably pulling the plug on me, but
Too hot.
they probably saying I'm saying too much, but
No.
it's just it's frustrating. It's frustrating to be on my end where you constantly see the cries. Well, hell, you need this. It's
No.
All right, so check this out here right now. So it's Tejano time. Mr. Buddy Salcedo also shout out from Dallas Fort Worth. Looking forward to the show with Kary Karina. So big shout out to you, buddy. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes. And Rick, are you there?
Yeah. He's
yes,
back.
I'm here.
You're there.
They're trying to shut me down, Kary. They're trying to shut me down.
No. Not gonna happen.
But it definitely has a good point there. I mean, it's they whine and they complain about it, but yet they don't do anything.
No.
To move forward. It has to. I mean, it's time. It's way overdue, should I say?
But it has to come from everyone. I mean,
everyone, not just
it's a team effort, right?
Oh, definitely.
Well,
I found myself here and there, right? I will because of this, well, and also social media now, there's so many people that we get to know, and hopefully at one point we get to meet in person.
Correct.
Right? But our we get to, how to say, know of more people that are dealing with the same thing, but we're all a team, but yet we're also separate, right? But I do find myself trying to communicate with everyone as much as I can, and but some still don't. Of course, they don't respond. They choose not to, and that's okay. It's understood, right? I don't expect everyone to be loving on my music, right? But at the same time, a little bit like I wish everyone could understand that it's got to come from everybody.
Everyone.
If not, it's not going to.
It's not going to turn. It's not going to take that full turn. Let me get some more of these comments out of the way because they are loading up like crazy right here. Saludos to Derek. Yes, Derek from Nacido. Yes, that's right. Big O. Shout out to him as well.
Hello,
that's
Derek.
Right. Derek putting to Thang Lee, good friend of mine as well, who's got us tuned in as well. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you tuning in. Lexi La Pink Panther. That's right. Shout out to her as well. Good friend of mine. Thank you so much. And she says, hello, everyone. So
hello.
Hey, Lexi.
Thank you for joining, Lexi.
Awesome. Norma Salazar from Holland, Michigan as well.
Yes. Hello.
Great supporter right there of,
Wow. Is that what that said, Michigan? Wow.
Yes, Holland, Michigan. Did I take it off too fast? She is in there. It says, hello, Rick D. She says, Rick D. That's right.
Says, Norma says, tell Rick D to calm down.
So ACL Productions, which is a proud sponsor of the show right here. Also, it says good evening. Glad to see you guys on with Keith. Keep up the great work. And let's see, Derek had as you were speaking there, I believe Rick he had some some comments as well. This was just 100%, I guess, based on what you were talking about. As the Lexi también was clapping, I believe that was on top of that. Dímelo right here. Rudy Valadez, that's another great supporter from San Antonio as well. Got to get him on the show very soon to schedule an interview. Yes, definitely, for sure, Rudy. Appreciate that. Great guy. It's the great music as well. And, again, Ricky, he says here that just stops the growth of our genre. You know what I mean? It just, by not supporting it, you know what I mean? You're holding everybody back, basically. You know what I mean? And it's tough,
right?
Yeah.
So
it's the,
I'll always, sorry.
Go ahead. You're good.
No, I'm just saying, our genre should just let our artists be artists. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's my campaign. That's I've been doing this internet radio thing for 8 years now, and I mean, that's the thing I've seen for over the past 8 years. Let our artists be artists.
Yeah.
Let them grow. Let them grow our industry. I mean, like Shelly said, we deserve to be on top with everybody else. We should be competing on the highest level with everybody else. And I agree to that because I'm with her on that as well. Because our artists are just as great as anybody. I feel like our artists are out there. They're just as equal as all the great, all the worldwide artists. I mean, our artists are
Mhm.
just as great as they are, and they deserve their just due. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the
Mhm.
one thing that I like to see that's happening right now to a lot of artists, in the Tejano
Where's my
music scene.
medication? Ah,
Uh, no, they're actually expanding. I mean, they're actually going out of the state of Texas now. A lot of them. So props to
yeah,
those guys who want to
yes,
take their music to the next level. And if you can't get it done here, let's take it somewhere else. You know what I
exactly,
mean? But we don't
exactly,
want to hear anybody crying at a later date when they're no longer. Why are you going over here when you can be playing here in your backyard? Well, because you guys, first of all, are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Well, not just everyone, but you got to support it, people. Period. You know what I mean? These guys have to do what they have to put. Some of this is their bread and butter. Some of these
Yeah.
provide for their families. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they got to go out and play, and they got to perform. They got to travel. They got to fly here and there just to go and grab a gig. And I hand it to them, for doing that because it's tough right now. San Antonio is a tough place right now. I've been hearing a lot of bad things about, the Tejano scene over there in San Antonio right now, struggling big time. In San Antonio, I'm not sure what's going on over there with that, but I think at one point years ago, everybody decided to move it there. They're calling it the capital of Tejano music. Okay, I get it, but don't the entire industry move to San Antonio because you're not going to play every weekend. At one point, that was possible, where not everyone, but there was gigs every weekend, and it
And
ain't
they
like
would
that
all
exactly.
be
anymore.
full.
Yes, and full
Yeah.
exactly. It's not like
No,
that
it's
anymore.
not.
It's
No,
hurting big
it's not
time over
like
there.
that. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So I'm glad that the scene here in H Town is starting to it's on the rise. You know what I
That's
mean? I
good.
mean, I guess it's turning
Well,
around and you know uh the club scene here pretty much in different areas of the city because it's such a big city. One place will have a band, a good band playing one night, and the other one will have it across town, and they're both going to do good because it's such a big city. There's so many people here, but it's starting to really really to turn heads here in Houston. So as to that's something to look forward to. Derek says here we need to establish a new core artist here, so that's what he meant to say. Yeah, a new
mhm.
Exactly.
core
Yeah,
artist.
it's true. True.
And one thing I'm noticing with several clubs now, and I mean, I don't know, help me understand, but I think I'm noticing a lot of Tejano nights be Thursdays and Sundays.
Hmm. Yeah, and
Um,
go ahead, go ahead. I'm
Right. Right.
sorry.
so that also makes it hard if we know that the strong nights are Fridays, Saturdays, and then
Yeah.
we have the DJs
Yeah.
playing, right? But
Hmm.
then they're not introducing the new
The new.
Tejano. So then that's where the cycle kind of like, well, how do we,
Hmm.
how does
Yeah,
that, yeah.
that is true. That is very true. From a Thursday and a Sunday. Sunday, again.
It works for some people, but
Yeah, yeah.
really
I
it's
mean,
not,
everybody
yeah.
got to get up on that Monday morning as well, so that's even bad. For that. you know, for those of them that do work at an early shift. So here we go. Check this one out here. This is from Irene Mendoza. So she is from Glendale,
Oh,
Arizona, watching.
hello.
So thank you, Irene. Always tuning in here as
Thank
well.
you. I do
Let's
have
see.
family in Arizona,
Yeah,
in Douglas, though, not in Glendale, but I visited Glendale before. So hello.
Kelly Delgado.
Oh, Fargo,
Also
yeah. She said she was gonna be watching with all her family. That's a friend of mine there, and she's up
awesome,
there
awesome.
visiting her family in North Dakota.
Great deal, great deal. So big shout out to Kelly. Thank you so much for watching, Kelly. Chrissy
Hello.
E is also watching. Chrissy E, hola mi gente. That's right. We have her scheduled in very soon, so stay close to that as well. Stay
Great.
tuned. So awesome. And they just
Awesome.
they're just keep coming in here. Yes, Carrie, you need to go to Milwaukee Festival. They're saying here, so
Oh, I
go
would
out there.
love to. Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Yes. Uh-huh. It's coming up, right? It's
Yeah,
coming up.
there
Isn't
is
it
a festival that is
next
coming up
weekend?
very
Yeah.
soon. I'm not sure when.
I
I
think it's
know.
next weekend.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward, and I know I'm going to be glued trying to find what I catch live, somebody going live. So I get so excited for everybody out there. I hope, I wish all the best to everyone.
Yeah, yes, definitely, definitely. What I'm going to do here, Carrie, is I have one of your videos, but I'm going to make sure that it might play 30 seconds and it might just stop on me. So, and that's because I put everything in, but I don't know. I'm not certain what's going on here, but I was having issues earlier. It might be just be me, you know what I mean? Because I normally just put everything in there and really don't recheck. So if it does happen to, we have some backup music that we want to play for everybody out there. Anyhow, a song from Kary Karina, Kary Karina, and but let's check out this video that if it plays the way we want it to play, it's the entire song here. Este todo este cariño. So let's just take a look and see
Yeah,
that
cousin.
it. I mean, it is a great song. It's one that's still playing on the radio here
Yes,
in San
I do hear
Antonio
it.
and
I do hear it. Thank
Corpus.
you.
Yes, so
Thank
that's
you.
that's pretty awesome. So hopefully it will carry through. Now, if it stops, no worries. We've got okay. All right, so we'll
Everything
we'll
will be
play that tune
okay.
for everybody. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. No worries. So to everybody that's out there, share the video as well. Okay, Tejano Time podcast. Myself, Keith Leal, my co-host, Mr. Rick Duran, the Joker himself from our evening show as well, and the lovely Kary Karina. Okay, so take a listen to this, guys. Hopefully this works out. If not, we'll be back here in just seconds. Okay, it's not going to happen that way. Let me try and go back this other way and see if I can get it from this other end. And if I can, we're going to be awesome, right? So let's see here. Again, we do have another tune that we will play here in just a bit. Let's just see if this actually goes through.
Yo solo quiero sentir tu
All
calor
right, so
y
apparently
darte
that did not work, right? So it just it's for some reason it's set up wrong in here, I believe so. But anyway, that was a partial part of the Rick, where you go, Ricky? That was just a piece of the song there that we'll get to. Hopefully, we'll get to it by the end of the broadcast. If not, we do have some more music for you that we're going to share with you guys from Kary Karina. I don't know how you want to pronounce it, how you prefer, but they do it both ways. Kary Karina or Kary Karina. But again, that's that she. Where are you from again?
Eagle
Eagle
Pass.
Pass, Texas. I could never get that. I was always thinking it was El Paso for some reason. So
Well,
Eagle Pass, yeah. So Eagle Pass, Texas. Again, when you're on stage, I know you do a lot of performances. You've performed here and there and whatnot. What do you like most about being on stage and performing?
what do I like most?
Hmm.
Really?
Uh,
um,
I mean, when you get
oh,
up there on stage and your energy, I mean, you're going to have your bad days. You're going to have your good days. You know what I
I
mean?
don't
But
know. There, it's
all
always a
100
good
good.
day.
There
It's
you
always
go.
a good day.
So then you're going to have a great answer. Then you're
That's
definitely going to have a good one.
that's my time to. I forget about everything else, right? It's like our therapy time. I think most
Yeah.
musicians can say that. Um, and I love. I have a great time, and I love feeding off of the energy from the crowd and everybody that's there, having a good time, and that's really my goal, just to see and that everyone has just as much fun as what I'm trying to get out of my night, right? Also, or
Hmm.
the show or the time up there,
Right.
uh,
Right.
and I think that's something that I do here. When I get to hear new or no, that I get to meet new people after a show or something like that. When I get the feedback, that's always a nice thing to say. It gives me a little bit like okay, I did a good job, right? Like your
Mm.
pat on the back, on
Yes.
the
Yes.
back, having a good time. But yeah, it's just I forget about so much. It's so funny because some people will see me on stage and then but they've known me before, but they didn't know that part of me yet, and then all of a sudden they see that me on stage and they'll be a little bit shocked. I
Yeah.
say, you're not the same person. What happened to that? You're a little more shy over here. So yeah, I don't know. That person gets put away and someone else comes out. I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, it makes. I mean, it does. I mean, it makes sense. But I mean, get up there, do your thing, and it just how the the fans, you know what I mean. Take it all in is what makes it better for you. As I'm sure as you're up there, I don't sing, so I don't know. But if I'm in broadcasting live or I'm live in a club or something doing a DJ thing,
yeah,
or anything, it
you
just how the crowd is going to accept you. You know
right.
what I mean. You'll
Yeah,
know then if it's going to be good or bad. But I mean, they're there for a reason because they're there to see you perform. So obviously
that's right.
I love your music, so definitely.
Yeah.
I want to send a shout out here to official Tejano D, who had a lot to say here, right here. Says there's too many circles in our onda. Also, a lot of promoters should give the up and coming bands that have talent to showcase their skills. I mean, no disrespect to the veterans, but let these upcoming bands open up for the bigger acts. Like it used to be back in the early days. Back in the
Oh,
'90s or
that
stuff
does
like that.
help, definitely. Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Joe Villanueva is watching as well. Big shout out to Joe. Joe, there's a big story behind this one. What kind of donut would she be if she had to decide?
A donut that has
Yes.
sprinkles, the colorful one. I don't know.
There you go, Joe. The colorful one with sprinkles. All right. So there's your answer, buddy. Appreciate you taking a listen, watching. Hello from Leona Promotions as well. Who's got us tuned in. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for tuning into the show. We appreciate you. And
I haven't seen glitter on donuts. If not, I'd say
Yes,
some
thank you,
type of
Laura.
sparkle or something.
so official Tejano D is laughing his behind off right now on that answer.
I'm
Joe,
gonna have to know the story behind that, though. What kind
Well,
of donut am I getting myself into?
we'll do that as we get off the air. Okay, we'll keep that on the down low. All right. So again, guys, if you're just joining us right here on the Tejano Time podcast, we're talking with Kary Karina. She is here. She's got a new song by the name of it's titled "Okay." All right, and that song is blazing all over the radio airwaves right now. So if you have not heard it, which I'm sure you've already have, but just in case you guys are joining us and you have not heard it, if you're from out of state or whatnot, we're going to play that song here, so that way everybody can get a fair chance to get an opportunity to take a listen to it and let us know what you think. You know what I mean? You can also chime in as well and drop your comments in the box, and we'll be definitely. Joe just says hi. I guess he must be bored right now, so I'm not sure. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
He might be talking that too at the Tejano D. That might be it.
Ah, okay.
So let's play that song right quick so that we can get that out so everybody can take a listen to it, because we did the video for some reason wasn't uploading right, but we're definitely going to play a song right here. Again, this one here is entitled "Okay." All right, it's available on all digital platforms. So guys, if you like the song, you can go out there and add it to your playlist. All right, but check it out right quick right now. We'll be right back here in just a few with some more Kary Karina right here with the Tejano Time podcast. All right.
¿Quieres que miremos juntos las estrellas y viajemos solos por la carretera y recorrer todo Texas? ¿Quieres caminar conmigo de la mano y rodarme un beso cuando hagamos alto? Y yo sé que lo estás pensando. También deseo darte un beso, estar contigo todo el tiempo. Vamos a quitar el freno, total estamos de acuerdo. Que se entere toda la gente que yo te quiero y que me quieres. Te daré todos mis viernes para bailar contigo siempre, contigo siempre, contigo siempre. ¿Quieres que miremos juntos las estrellas y viajemos solos por la carretera y recorrer todo Texas? ¿Quieres caminar conmigo de la mano y rodarme un beso cuando hagamos alto? Y ya sé que lo estás pensando. También deseo darte un beso, estar contigo todo el tiempo. Vamos a quitar el freno, total estamos de acuerdo.
there you have it right there. Okay, that is the brand new or the latest single that she's had out. It's been out for some time, not very long, but I mean, it's all over the place, And oh, she wants to go again. We're gonna have to let her go. Carrie, what are you doing? Let me get that right quick, and then we'll stop from here. Yes, I'm not sure what's going on here. You want to do a double shot right there, back to
Double
back.
shot. Double shot Sunday.
What
Yes.
did I do?
The song actually came. We played the song and then finished, and then it just took off again.
Oh, okay.
But anyhow, as again, that song is available on all digital platforms, guys. So if you like it, add it to your playlist. Okay,
Yay.
use your favorite platform, digital outlet that you have, and search Kary Karina or Kary Karina. She's got a lot of music out there, for you guys to go and add to your playlist as well. So don't let it pass you by. Again, if you're just joining us, we are live here on the Tejano Time podcast on this Sunday, talking with Kary Karina. Rick, the Joker, on top. Rick, what is happening this evening? Oh well, there we go again. We just lost him. He'll be back. But anyhow, Kary, do you write any music, or do you plan on writing any music in the future? Is that something you'd be
Yes, I
interested in
do.
doing?
I do have a few in my book, but nothing that I've released yet or shared yet. But hopefully sometime I'll get brave
Get
enough
around to it. Yeah,
yeah.
it's not. I mean, I've heard I've heard different stories from a lot of them. It's not for everyone. A lot of them just like, no, I'll just leave it up to the writers because they don't want to get
Yeah.
involved. You know what I mean? And it happens. Um, it says here. So how are you feeling now? I'm not sure how that.
I don't know why he asked that. I know I saw it too. What do you
Yeah.
mean? That's my brother, by
Oh,
the way.
okay.
That's
Said it's
that's my
okay.
brother.
So
It's okay. Oh, because of okay. That's his
yeah,
little.
yeah.
I thought I was making some
There
kind
you
of
go.
joke with that. The okay. Are you okay?
Yes. Are you okay? So if you guys have any, you want to chime in and let us know what you thought about the song as well, let her know. She's here to, on the show. And, I know Rick's got some questions that we're just continuing to lose him here and there, but he's back. He's back. So what's
All right.
going on, Ricky?
Oh, my turn. Just kidding. No. Just to follow, just to touch up on the music that you do. It's always great. I respect you as an artist. I respect the fact that that you're very selective on what you send out. That I feel like you're definitely not in a hurry just to send a single, just to send a single. So
Right.
that I respect that about you as well. And this is what we were saying about earlier. I mean, again, that our listeners and our followers and the artists and the fellow artists, and the again the viewers and the listeners, for them to really understand that our artists have full-time jobs.
Right.
And I know
Yeah.
Kary, being a Texas educator, as I always mention about Kary, is the fact that you know is the fact that they have time to do a full-time job during the week, but they still make time
Mhm.
to embrace this music that they love and this genre that they love, and still make time to do that. Again, is what I feel is that we as listeners and followers and promoters and what have you, again, that's why I feel like we should be embracing every single artist that is out there.
Hmm.
um, for the fact that not only they're doing full time jobs, but again they're making time to do what they love doing. So again,
Yeah.
I mean, it's again of
Hmm.
just trying to corral the listeners and the promoters and so forth to embrace these artists, that to give them the just due and the respect that they deserve in this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, and definitely. I mean, it does take a lot. It takes a lot from everybody being a part of it. Like I said, it's a
Right.
whole team effort, right? So, I think, and we all do it for the same reason, because we love it, right? Shout out, I see Laura Signs, for example.
Exactly.
Laura too. She's been such great help in this time that I've been doing this. Laura's also one I haven't had the pleasure of meeting in person, actually, but she's done so much for me too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There's so many good people out there, and wanting to help, and lend, they're offering a helping hand, and all because everyone has so much love for our music, and they
Yeah.
they want to see it keep growing, and just keep going. We have so many beautiful memories with it,
Exactly.
and I think that's just something we want to keep carrying on, and we don't, this is for us just to keep going. But definitely
Exactly.
a lot of good out there in what we're trying to do. I see it, but I just think there's just something, we like, no, nobody knows the answer, right? Like, we keep saying we're going to work together, but and many of
Mhm.
us are, but maybe it's still, we still need more, right? We need more.
Definitely still need. Yeah, we're definitely always room for improvement. In our industry. When so from here on out. I mean, do you plan on a video for OK before we get off that subject right there?
Well, we've discussed it. Yes. So most of all of my music videos, they've been done. The director is
Hmm.
Johnny Davila, and Johnny Davila is also who wrote Todo Este Cariño. So a very close friend of the family.
Okay.
Great, friend of my brother's also growing up, and along with my cousin. So it was all like, uh, a little close family there, thing, friendships, and so he's been the one to do the previous music videos. Um, and he's mentioned OK to me,
Yeah.
and then I kind of, I don't know, I get really, like I said, I have a hard time with those music videos. That's why
Yeah.
I struggle a little bit. But I think you're not the first ones to ask me also, so I'm thinking maybe I have to jump on
You have
that.
to jump on that, right?
Mhm.
Definitely follow up with the
Especially
video
if
on that
I'm
as well.
wanting it played in the clubs. Now that's another thing I'm noticing. Well, now they kind of seem to want the video with the music in the clubs,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yeah, that's a new
That's
thing
another
there.
thing. I feel, well, maybe
Yeah.
that'll help out a little bit, but I don't
Right.
know.
Well, you never know. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of the artists that you see are still like the same old artist again with the videos, and they can go back from. There's a few of them that are of today's hits and stuff like that, but not very many. But they're
No.
there, but they're
Mhm.
they're still focused on a lot of the older stuff. You know what I mean? Because you can tell
Yeah.
a VHS from the digital quality we have today. You know what I mean? The song is playing and the video is lagging, or just going all, how it was back then. It didn't look clear at all. But yeah, definitely there would be something to
Yeah,
look
but
into.
we are playing with some ideas on some videos. So I'll just say that.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Juan Mendoza Jr. Saludos from he says here from Tejano TV as well. So big shout
Oh,
out to my
hello,
boy right
Juan.
there.
Yes, yes.
Appreciate you, Juan. Thank you so
Good to
much for
see you
tuning
here.
in.
And I think I saw a little while. Was that Orlando? Did I see an Orlando there a little
Yes,
while ago?
it says
Okay.
Orlando
Yes.
Munoz. Hello, Kary
Hello.
Karina.
Yes, from Orly's Barbecue. You're in Eagle Pass.
Nice.
So
Send us a
yes.
plate.
Good
No, I'm kidding. It won't make it
stuff.
here.
Good stuff. If
And
I
it says,
ever go that way to visit you all in person, then I'll take
there
you
you
also.
go. Carrie is awesome since day one. Helping her one day we will meet. There you
Yes,
go.
Laura has been a wonderful help. Yeah, distributing, getting my music out there to as
Yes.
many stations, and like I said, so happy for the ones that accept. I mean, it's not that easy. Not everybody opens the door right away and
Right.
plays, our songs on the air. But I'm so happy for the ones that do,
Oh
and it
yeah.
gets out there to more people. So thank you.
Hmm.
It's always a great feeling. It doesn't matter where you hear it from, but I mean, it's just every time I hear my song, playing, it's just such a great feeling. Um,
So Juan Mendoza says your videos are from Tejano TV. Your videos are playing on Tejano TV. So
thank you.
uh,
Yeah, hopefully more will be coming soon.
okay,
Okay.
you're looking for that right there. TikTok challenge for OK. Este Jose Castillo and your brother says that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. You got to get that video done.
Uh, yeah.
Definitely right there. So yes, a big shout out to everybody that's tuned in today. We've got a lot of people tuning in today from all over. To everybody out in California, everybody over in Arizona. También, thank you so much from around the state of Texas. Also tune in. If you guys got any questions for Kary, feel free to drop them. So we got a few more minutes here on the show. Again, we're talking to her. We've got all kinds of great questions for her. Get to know a little bit more about Kary today. Because some of these artists don't get the opportunity to get on a lot of these platforms out there. You know what I mean? And we try to bring in who we can when we can, whenever we can. You know, and like I said, the show is actually booked all the way up until November right now. So that's pretty awesome. You
Great
know what
job.
I mean? So definitely. And we're still taking. I guess we would just want to wait now and not take any dates until probably then as we get closer, because anything can happen then. I don't want to, where it might, you just never know. I might get sick. Someone happens. Like, we try to play it smart. You know what I mean? But you never know. I can be out for a week with a flu, or that's that cold weather's coming pretty soon. The change of weather's going to come, so everybody's going to get it here or there. So Rick's gonna have to carry the show solo.
There we go. if they don't pull the plug on me.
Right, definitely. Yes. All right. So
I love it when
yes, saludos from Mas Chingon Radio, and también also from Leal Promotions.
I did a little interview with Juan for Mas Chingon Radio when it was the fanfare.
Okay.
The gala. Right. Yeah.
We have yet to make it there yet. I mean, we have our good things about it, and we have our bad things about it, but that's just the way it is. But I mean, we've thought about it, and we've just never really actually, I guess, took that leap yet to do it. Right. We've talked about it, me and Rick and I. So maybe this coming year, we're not sure yet. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, this past year was my first year as well.
Awesome.
As an artist to try to join in on the fun. Yes. I think I spent most of the time lost.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that happens to a lot of us.
I was lost every time. I was lost. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got lost getting there to the gala. I was lost on the day of fanfare to get on stage. I was on the wrong stage. Shelly Lattice was the one that saved me. She's like, "Girl, you're on the wrong stage. You're on the other side." There I go, running in my hot pink sparkly pants across all the downtown San Antonio.
Yeah, it happens. But Shelly Lattice came to save the day. She knows that city like the back of her hand. She knows every street there.
She just rolled down her window real cool with her shades and her car. She's and I told her, "I'm running. I'm going to this and the." But and they told me they moved up my time, so I was trying to get there, earlier than the earlier, whatever. Yeah, right. I bumped up my time, so now it was looking like I was going to be late, right? And I said, "I have 10 minutes to get there." She's like, "You're on the other side."
Never mind, 20 minutes.
So they'll be it was fun.
I believe it was. They said there'll be a fanfare, I guess, in 2024 is what they're trying to say. We are going to try to make it there in 2024, Norma. Thank you. Yes.
A great time. I had a great crowd also. My goodness. It was.
Yes.
I had a blast. Yeah.
Awesome. Wonderful. Again, guys, if you're just joining us, share the video as well. You can catch this episode weekly, on Tejano TV, also on your Roku device. So, search Tejano TV. It'll pop up there right after the Three Amigos show. That's right, with my boy, Mr. Juan Mendoza Jr. and Dee Burleson and Marcus Daniels as well. They have a show there in the afternoons, and this show comes in right after that. So you'll be able to see this episode all next week as well. If you guys are just catching us now and want to view it at a later date, just like Ricky decided to view it at a later date right now. Went missing in action, Rick. So anyhow, but yes, definitely, a big old shout out to those guys over at Tejano TV, doing great things over there, and to do what they can for the industry, to make it
everyone's doing what they can, right? Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And with that being said, here the podcast as well, just to try to shed some more light on some of the new artists, so we get some established artists in here that have a story to tell and whatnot. We had Jaime de Anda on the show last week, and it was a great sport, very awesome, humble guy. Again, he doesn't get many opportunities or shots at even an interview, at times, but being after the situation he had when he was in the hospital and whatnot and coming out, we hadn't had to touch bases, so it's like let's do this, you know what I mean? So a great guy. But again, there's a lot of young artists out there. We've got a full setup coming up for everyone out there. A lot of the young not established artists, new artists. So be on the lookout for that. A lot of them are coming up, from Chrissy E, Arely C. Geneva's going to be back on here as well. for the. Well, I think it was a couple of years ago that she's been on the show, but she's back with some more new music as well.
Yes.
All kinds of great artists that are there up and coming. So just be on the lookout for those guys. Again, our guest today is Kary Karina, and so we can expect a video soon, hopefully. You know what I mean? From okay, we're trying to push it,
The
right?
pressure.
Definitely trying
The
to push it.
pressure.
Make her say yes, yes.
Oh goodness, yeah. Like I really struggle with the whole having the camera in front of me, but
Oh, is that? Oh, so so that's what it is. It's just the camera that's in
yes,
front of you. Oh,
yes,
okay.
for photo shoot or the video shoot. Yeah, for it takes quite a bit. So the people I work with, so far I haven't tried working with anybody else because I don't want to make anyone else know how bad I am with feeling comfortable after a while. So they have patience. They have
Yeah,
patience with me.
great deal.
Yes.
That's awesome, awesome. So, any planned performances do you have anytime soon up and coming?
No, actually, no, I don't. I do not have anything scheduled as of now. That's something I
Okay.
want to I start working on, with booking and things like that. Hopefully, something to come soon in the fall. But just keep up with my social media, and of course, I'll post something there once I have something coming up. I mean,
Definitely.
I've had promoters be reaching out and things like that for
Hmm.
certain festivals and events, but nothing that's been sealed or anything like that.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, definitely. Look, follow her on her social media platforms, and she will update you as soon as she gets some info on those
Yeah,
shows that are up and coming.
thank
You never know. It might be in your neck of the woods, and you want to go and check it out. So, as there again, Kary Karina. Kary, another thing here for you before we let you go. Here, we know Rick's got probably about another 5 or 6 questions for you up there. No, I'm kidding. He's got a couple of them there. He's a great guy. You know, uh, right now, again, the music video and all that other stuff like that. The EP, is there going to be an EP with what you have out right now, and what is it going to contain? How many songs? Or are you looking to make an album, or you just want to go single by single?
I've been set on wanting an album, so
An
I
album.
do want
Okay.
an album, but we haven't been able to sit down. We have some ideas of how to just sit down and now move forward with it already.
Hmm.
But it's definitely something that's going to get done.
Yeah.
But yes,
Awesome.
uh-huh.
So we can definitely expect
That
that
is
in the
that is
future.
the goal. But
Hmm.
as of now, right, it's just been with the singles, and
Hmm.
um, I'm just looking forward to whatever comes. I mean, if it's I'm just what can I say? I'm enjoying the ride. So either which way,
Yeah.
I'm happy with whatever I can be able to do at the moment, and go with it. It does get a little bit overwhelming sometimes too. So being that I'm also I have my full-time job as well, and
Yes.
and so I try to juggle everything, but at the same
Yeah.
time try to have fun. That not to take the fun out of anything. So
Exactly.
that's just
Yeah.
hopefully yes, yeah, very soon.
So we can expect it later on, guys, in the future. Be on the lookout for that. Again, follow her on her social media platforms. Ricky, any questions for her?
Well, not questions, but just statements, I guess, comments.
Yeah.
Here we go,
If
Rick.
that's okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
No, 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 no. Again, well, first of all, we definitely want to appreciate you, checking in with us tonight. Definitely, as I always tell all the artists, we definitely want to wish you the best with all the rest. Definitely, again, like so, there's, for our listeners and followers, for them to understand, again, going back to their full time jobs, again, our viewers and listeners have to understand there's quite a few of our artists out there that are Texas educators, and I definitely want to tell you thank you for your service here in Texas, being a Texas educator for our students out there, and we appreciate what you're doing out there for our students and our kids out there. We appreciate what you're doing for this industry, even though we've made some ground over the years, but I know we still got a long way to go. But artists as yourself, we'll continue to expand this industry that we need to grow, and just having the for you to have the love that you have for this industry, and so many other artists that we have out there that are doing their thing. It's what's gonna it's what's gonna definitely expand this industry, and
Hmm.
that's something I'm
Yeah.
proud of about HoustonTalentHits.com. The one thing, I've been a part of this family for 3 years, and the biggest compliment I've heard is that our station out there is one of very few that are definitely giving our new artists, the platform to shine. So very proud to be a part of this family here. And again, you're doing a great job out there. Just keep doing you, as I always say. And just like I appreciate you saying that the fact that you're having fun and enjoying the ride, enjoying the moment, and again, and that's what it should be. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying each day as it comes, and and it definitely shows that you love what you're doing. So again, just want to wish you the greatest on that. What you're doing with this, being a Texas educator, and definitely one of our many great artists shining out there in this industry. So I want to thank you for that.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
I appreciate all of you. I appreciate everything you do for us too. Thank you.
Great deal. Happy National Radio Day to
Is
you
it
guys.
today?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, right. I owe you all barbecue.
Well, I was gonna say, Mark, we got to definitely send a shout out to our brother here, Keith. He celebrated a birthday, I believe, yesterday.
Oh yes,
Yesterday, that's right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Still hungover.
21.
No, kidding. I'm joking. But it was a great time. We had a great time with friends yesterday evening. Pretty much the entire day. Started off with my son, and then we hung out with some friends. Actually, it was my barber, and hung out there and had some dinner at his house, and then went out and have a few drinks with my wife and and some friends as well. It was a great day yesterday. So it's
That's good.
blessed, and it was actually my anniversary as well, my 10th year wedding anniversary. Which
Oh,
we don't try to
congratulations.
make it known, you know what I mean, to put it out there. But yes, it was. So a big happy 10th anniversary to my lovely wife as well. Yes,
Happy
awesome. And I have a couple of more here we want to get to. Let's see. So Janie Canales is tuned in. She says, hello, Keith, and everyone who is tuning in. Before we go, we want to make sure we shout out to these guys here. Let's see here. What else we got here? Happy belated birthday. Thank you so much, Janie. Appreciate that. And everybody's just sending shout outs to everyone else that's on the live right now. So
Okay.
Irene as well. So yes, so thank you guys for everyone that did tune in. Oh wait, hold on, we forgot the most important one right here. Okay, so your brother here says here, who hasn't been running in San Antonio wearing hot pink sparkly pants? So I had to make sure I got that one on there. Okay.
I think that's how Keith celebrated his birthday last night.
Yes. Yes, that was after 2:00 in the morning. Though, okay. Wow. Yeah.
He woke up this morning and said, I don't know, but they said I had a good time.
They said I did. I don't remember anything.
I don't remember, but they said I did. That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yes, a big shout out to everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Kary, again, we can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your Sunday fun day to join us here. I'm just so glad that there's no football on right now. You know what I mean? So I mean, there's some the teams that we I don't care about.
No wonder you're saying maybe I should stop
doing on Sundays, right? Oh, hold on a second. November.
I caught on now, Keith.
Yes, we're gonna schedule them. We're still gonna schedule them, but we're gonna probably. I was like, okay,
earlier.
If it's 8:00, it's only going to be 1 or 2 games that we have a primetime game. So it's not going to be that bad, We'll have the monitor on and all that other great stuff, but it'll work out just fine. I don't know about Ricky.
I should have worn my Houston Texans shirt.
Yes, definitely. Yes, the one I actually cleaned my rims with on my vehicle. Oh, I did give that back to you, right?
Oh my God. This interview is over.
Oh no.
Yes, that's what we have. He's a Texan fan, and I'm just diehard Cowboys fan all the way, 100%. Have been since day one. And poor Ricky over there all by himself and his team. All right, so a big shout out. Oh, Mr. Another Javier got us a shout out from Corpus Christi, Texas. He's out there tuned in as well. That's right. And yes, Mr. What is it? Habo G. That's right. He's the morning show guy over at what is it? Magic 104.9. Yes, a good friend of mine, good friend of the family's as well. And Laura says, "Go Texans, no Keith." No, Keith. I'm not sure what that means. She might have meant no Cowboys. And she's like, LOL. Always a good sport as well. Yes. Calm down, Ricky. I'll I'll knock you off the
Thank you,
scene right
Laura. I
now.
appreciate it. Leona Promotions right there. Leona Promotions right there.
Juan Mendoza says, "Go Texans! I got you, Ricky." All right, so he might
Oh.
want to. He probably wants to borrow that jersey as well to do his rims on that side, so, over in his on his vehicle. So no problem. We will ship that for you. We'll FedEx it to you. You'll get it sometime this week. All right, so don't use Ricky's shirt. She says, "Laura, no, definitely we will not do that.
Oh.
We're just playing around right here. Always a good sport when we come to that. We like to just." Throw stuff at each other, but we never hit each other with it. But anyway, so again, thank everybody that tuned in today. It was a great show. We had a lot of great response, a lot of great things that came out of the show as well. We had jumped from topic here, off, here and there and whatnot. Okay, so Art, I got to get this one back on it before. I'm sorry, these days are just coming in like crazy here. So Art Rivera says, "Hello, our friends saying hi from Amarillo, Texas. Go Cowboys!" Thank you, Art. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Sorry, Ricky. But anyhow, again, Kary, thank you so much for joining us. We definitely gonna look forward to the next. You know what I mean? Whether it be on the radio show or whether it be here on the Tejano Time podcast as well. Always welcome. The door is always open here in H-Town. So if you're ever in town as well, whether it be performing or you're just passing through, swing on by the studios as well, so we can get you live on the radio for live in studio. Again, you're always welcome. We appreciate it. I know it's hard for some people on Sundays, again, being that they have to work, Monday mornings and stuff like that, but it's not too late, so it's not too bad.
That's okay.
So, but
Yeah,
thank
the
you.
next one I'll make sure to schedule it on during a Cowboys Sunday.
On a Cowboy game on a Sunday. Wow. I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to call her. My internet connection is down right now. You're gonna have to reschedule. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you know how us Cowboys fans are. We'll beat up the TV and do all that other stuff, break TVs and stuff like that. At the end of the day, we're all happy because like Ricky already knows. He went through all that the last 20 something years now. Rick, how many years have you guys been down the bottom of the bucket?
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yes, definitely. I watched a little bit of the preseason game you guys had yesterday, but
I know we lost to the Dolphins, but we're moving on.
Yeah,
they don't count the preseason.
There you go. That's it. That's what they're all about. Houston Texans fans. Definitely. Thank you, Ricky. Again, I appreciate you for being on the show too, Rick. That's takes the time to join me here whenever he can. I'm always needing a co-host, so that works out just great. So again, Javier Garza también also is always ready to go. Habo G from Corpus Christi, he sits in and helps me do it. Marie Bueno as well. She sits in every now and then. She's done one and she's gonna be on in a few more later on. So definitely, yeah. So how are the Cowboys and Texans gonna do this year? That's what. 8-8. Oh, well, no, they actually what do we play now? 17 games now, 16. I forgot. I know they changed it, but 17 games or 18. I don't know. I don't. Well, you know what the problem? To be honest with you, I said I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, but I'm the one that will talk about my team and my players. A lot of people don't. You're not a fan because of this, and that. Dak Prescott, you got to get rid of that guy, man. I'm sorry. And I've been saying that for a long time. We ain't going to do anything with Dak Prescott. Trust me. It's just going to be another mediocre season. I see it like that. We don't have a running game. Hey, come on. No, I'm not jumping on your bandwagon, Ricky. Definitely not jumping on your bandwagon. Okay, you guys are. And it says, let's see, same thing today, Ricky. Rick George said, I'm not sure what you meant that right there. It's TGE, the same thing today.
That's probably a typo.
Yeah. Okay. And then he says, "No, the answer is okay." We know.
Are they gonna do
okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
See, he's always throwing out different ideas. Do this with the TikTok. Okay. And it's like if somebody falls and they get up and are you okay? Okay.
Wonderful.
It's a catchy song.
It is definitely a catchy song. Yes. So
again, I can never say okay around my family the same anymore.
When we get off of this interview, guys, is that she's going to practice the TikTok challenge on that song. So
if you're not, my hot pink pants on.
Oh, Lord.
If you're not following, you have a TikTok account, right?
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
yes.
If you're not following her, follow her. I'm sure. I mean, with so much hype that's been going on today, and not just today, she says she's been hearing it for some time now, with the song or the challenge or something like that from a lot of people. Definitely, it's the follow her on TikTok. You never know. She might just decide to do that. You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Definitely. So again, I'll let you guys go. I know I don't want to keep you guys holding, but appreciate you again.
Thank you.
Kary, we will see you when we see you. And again, hopefully you will make it to the studio sometime soon, or maybe just another radio
Yeah.
show. We'll look for the next thing that happens, the next big great thing. You're always doing a lot of things just to stay on top here in the industry, and it seems to be working out very well because you've had hit after hit so far the past couple of years. Going back to Todo es Cariño, that one there was still being played today.
Mhm.
We wish you the best of luck on that in your career and everything you do. So just keep doing what you do. On
Thank
behalf of
you.
myself, as the Leal family here at the Tejano Time podcast, as the Rick and his family as well, and all the staff we have here at the studio and all that. So best of luck to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you all too. Thank you for the invitation.
Sure,
And
anytime.
also to everyone else that tuned in and supporting my music. Thank you so much.
There you go, Ricky. Any last words for you, Rick?
Well, no, that's okay.
Ah, yeah, he got it.
I think Rick's a little upset right now, huh? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Your season's gonna be okay, Rick. All right, definitely. All right.
Some of y'all gotta do okay.
Yes.
Need to work on
Awesome.
the little
A little
pitches.
higher, yeah, Rick. So we'll look forward to all things this year. What. Well, I know I play fantasy football, but I know you don't. But in the football season, basically, and we'll see. Best of luck to both teams. You never. Oh well, Rick got pissed off and just logged out. No, he's not. He's still on there. But anyhow,
He's
that's the
practicing that high pitch.
yeah. There he is, Ricky. I'm definitely trying to close things out here, but they're still coming in. It's just preseason. Let me break this. I live in Texas, so I'm down to Caltex. In other words, I support my Texas teams. If I like another team from another, well, I'm not sure what state. I guess he was trying to say there. Go on and move to. Go ahead and move to that state. Just personal. Thanks. So if you like another team for another state, go ahead and move on to the other state over here. I don't see how that. Even matters, you know what I mean? As to, I guess everybody's from their hometown or their home state supports their teams, you know what I mean? I get it. But we're not I don't think any of us had mentioned that we were supporting a team from out of state, but he makes sense. I get it, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's a sport, people definitely are gonna like whoever they like, regardless. And Juan Mendoza says, "Hey Ricky, go Texans." Okay, there he is again.
Okay.
Hey, so
Yay.
and the Bears. That's Mr.
Yeah,
Jose.
there you
Yes, there you
go.
go. So,
Yes,
but
my
yeah,
brothers were born in Chicago, so my parents met in Chicago and they
mhm.
started their family over there. So both my brothers were born in Chicago, and then we moved to they moved to Eagle Pass, and then I came about. So I've never experienced Chicago, but I've just grown up hearing all about the Bears and the Cubs, and yes,
Yes,
all my
I'm a big Chicago Cubs fan. I mean, I'm here from Houston. They've won championships after championship. I'll go to a few games here and watch them. But I grew up again watching Cubs baseball because that was the only thing on the TV back when I was young. And it stuck with me from day one. Went to quite a few games at Wrigley Field.
uh,
It's huge, you know what I mean, and the atmosphere is totally different from what it is here, out there. You're talking about a park that's outdoors, one of the oldest parks and out there. I believe that it's still there, other than Fenway. But yeah, it's awesome. I love my Chicago Cubs, and
awesome.
like I said, it's not I hate the Astros. I've just never been a fan of them, and that's it. It is what it is. Take that. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Okay.
yeah. Hello, everyone. Blessings. Best luck, Kary Karina. So that's from Josie Zamora. Big shout out to
Just
Josie.
Jose.
thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. Thank you. Another faithful listener
Yeah.
who tunes in and listens to the radio. That's from week to week, day to day, hour by hour. Thank you, Josie, again for that. That's again. So now this is true. We're gonna go ahead and make this a wrap here, guys. So we're gonna make it a wrap. Thank you so much again, Kary and Rick, for being on the show
Oh, yeah.
today as well. We would definitely look forward to the next podcast as well. As next week, Arely C joins us right here on Tejano Time. And Kary, again, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Best of luck.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.